Hello, gorgeous souls. Happy to have you here today for this pick a card reading where we're going to be taking a look at some more love-based energy today. I have some gorgeous oracle decks that are very love-focused and romantic and lovely that I'm excited to use for today's reading. So it should be a good one. This is going to be based on, as I said, love energy surrounding your person of interest and your connection with them, whatever the state of connection you are in or disconnect. We're going to take a look at what is coming next with your person. So what you can expect next, what's next in love, but specific to, again, the connection with your person of interest that you have in mind as you are watching this reading. Before we begin, I have to keep saying thanks for all of the continued engagement that I'm getting on the channel. It is increasing almost daily. I am loving every single thing that, I get notified about, people commenting, people subscribing, numbers are going up. Again, I'm just feeling so much more just energetic exchange with others in the collective. It seems like more people are also viewing my videos, even if they're not choosing to engage. I obviously can see the numbers, and it's so exciting for me every single time I, again, see any progress and growth on this channel. It is still, I would say, very brand new. I started at the beginning of the year, so we are about, actually, 3 months as of a few days ago. So again, very new, but there's just so much growth and so much potential and promise that I'm seeing, and positive receptivity with everything I'm doing. So it means a lot, and I always just want to express my appreciation, my thankfulness. That's how we get even more of the same. So loving it and happy to have you here connecting with me today. Be sure you subscribe. Don't just happen on these videos. If you are enjoying the content, and I have tons of videos already in these short 3 months, I have lots of playlists featuring multiple pick a card readings as well as deck reviews for decks I've purchased and use on the channel. If you're of interest, have any interest in those types of videos as well, that content is available in a separate playlist. But again, I have a whole lot of, I think, a plethora of material and content for whatever it is that you desire. If you want love-focused readings, or if you prefer to have just spirit messages and general or universal guidance, and as I said, the deck reviews, it's all there. So if you subscribe and you click that notification bell, then we're friends. Then we can officially stay connected. You will be notified when I post. You won't miss anything, and you'll help me to grow. So that's a wonderful, even energy exchange, for the free tarot today as well. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. 3 piles for you to choose from. We have some beautiful decks today, starting with the Lucine Tarot. That is the, I believe, oh, I should know now. I've used this deck so much. What is this? This is the Twilight edition. That's right. That is the lighter of the 2 versions of this deck that I own. And that is going to be paired with the, you know what? I've been saying rose quartz this entire time, but I think this might actually be a calcite. I'm not exactly sure. If anybody knows, please confirm that for me. It's either rose quartz or it's rose calcite. So anyway, that little blush point that I've been using on this channel since its inception, I've been calling it rose quartz the entire time. And I'm just curious to know now if that's not actually what it is. At any rate, pile 2, Tarot de Carlotydes with the aura-coated quartz point. And pile 3 is the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris Ann. That is going to be with the lepidolite point. Go ahead and reflect over whichever crystal is calling to you most, whichever deck is drawing you in most, or go ahead and check the timestamps as well. However you choose your reading is up to you. I will meet you at your pile in a moment for your messages on what is coming next in your connection with your person. Hey, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. You guys have this beautiful little, I'm calling it rose quartz. It could be rose calcite. I'm honestly not sure. Look at it though. And honestly, it is such a perfect match to this deck that wasn't intentional, but it's just stunning how gorgeous it fits together. And I love that. I'm a very matchy person. You also chose the Lucine Tarot, the Twilight edition, this beautiful independently created deck by, I believe, Lisa Santine. Hopefully you guys can see me shuffling. I'm trying to get this set up to where you guys can see me shuffling more on camera. The way everything is, the way my stuff is set up, however, it's a little difficult to do that with where I'm sitting. So I am actually moving soon, and When that happens, I'm hopeful that I will be able to eventually get a better setup, an office space, and the ability to just have more freedom in how I'm delivering these readings. At any rate, pile 1, we are going to be taking a look at what is next in this connection. What is happening or going to be happening next with your person? So you can be in any state of connect or disconnect with your individual person of interest. You know, you could be, this is honestly for anybody who's in any state of interest, engagement, disengagement. Just if you have a person of interest with love-focused energy, this reading is for you. We're going to get really clear and specific with Spirit for us on what you can expect next. I think this will also be helpful because let's just say that, for example, they don't indicate that there's really a lot of progress or growth. That's helpful for you. That's empowering for you because it allows you to then discern your best choice going forward so that you can stay on the path to your true north and you can remain in alignment with your highest good, which may not be to continue to be connected to this person. For others of you, you may just feel a little bit doubtful, want some reassurance. Either way, Spirit is here to provide it for us today. And again, I'm having the difficulties with the shuffling, which is a new thing. Whenever I feel that, I say that that's almost like resistance I'm picking up from others. So let's go ahead and take a moment to just set the intention that you are going to put yourself into receiving mode. You are open to the insights and messages that will come forth from Spirit today regarding your person and your current state of connection, where things are headed. Select a sign as well if that helps you. You know the drill with that. Go ahead and select anything of significance to you that will help to affirm and anchor the messages as true for you when you see them. You always want to create a very easy and concise way for Spirit to communicate with you because they want to. Of course, they have your back. They love you unconditionally. They want to support you and show that they are here for you. And when you select a sign, you'll often notice that it not only shows up in the reading that you chose, but it will also present itself in other areas of your life as well. So that's, again, just a way for there to become, there to be more validation, more confirmation, affirming messages that come through, affirming your own intuition. Of course, you are coming from source as well, so you have that inner guidance system available to you at all times also. And it just helps to, again, create that really trusting relationship with source and with yourself as well, which is something I'm personally working on, is intuition for self. I have a ton of intuition when it comes to others, but for myself, sometimes it gets a little blocked. So the challenge with the shuffling today, we're going to start with the tarot deck. Again, you picked the Lucine tarot. We're also going to get lots of oracle, including the newest oracle. I'm going to just show you the book because I happen to have it out here. I actually just got this yesterday. Already did a deck review on it as well. If you're interested in seeing the deck up close and personal, more on an individual level, not in the context of a full pick a card reading, then I invite you to go ahead and check out that video. It is in the playlist entitled, I believe, Deck Introductions. And it's just really, really stunning. So we'll be using that today, as well as a few other oracle decks. And we're going to just get all the details on what is coming next with your person in your connection, pile 1. So beginning with the tarot. Hopefully the lighting is okay today. It's a little bit, yeah, I think the lighting is all right. Pile 1. What is coming next with your person? Is that the 8 of Cups? Let's make sure that yep, we're good. We also have the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. These decks are really beautiful, but sometimes I've noticed when the text is very metallic and shiny like this, it's really hard to read. We have the 2 of Pentacles. Do we have room for one more? We do. And the 8 of Pentacles. So lots of 8s already presenting for you, pile 1. So obviously of significance here. That's related back to the energy of the Strength card, Leo energy. We had a ton fall out onto the floor, and we're not going to take those, obviously. That's a bit too much, but clarifying these energies for the 8 of Cups, we have The Wheel of Fortune, which is actually what I thought this card was when it first came out. So that's funny. I'm just like, where's the wheel? I know the wheel needs to come out. There we are. We have the Hermit, clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Wands for the King of Pentacles. We have someone who's very hesitant, who's very afraid to act, if I can say. We have the Ten of Wands for the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Moon energy for the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Underlying energy that supports the entire reading overall is the Four of Pentacles. Also lots of earth energy presenting here for your person and for your connection, pile one. Let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards. What is coming next for pile one's person? We're using the Romance Angels Oracle deck. I just have to brag on this for a moment. Of course, everybody knows what this deck is, right? But this deck has been long out of print, and I actually acquired it on eBay legitimately. There's a lot of pirated copies of it, but it's been on my deck wish list ever since I started reading tarot, and I've always wanted it, and it was just incredibly expensive, and then I finally found a really reasonably priced copy. Brand new, sealed in the box still. Again, this deck I think was first printed in like 2012, so that's incredible. And I'm so happy to own it and now be able to incorporate it into my readings. It's almost kind of like just, it's an OG, it's a staple. So I digress. Let go of control issues. This person's very much, even though we didn't have a lot of swords energy come out, this person's very stuck in their head. Heart-to-heart conversations. That's good to see. And from the brand new Oracle of the Roses deck by Sherilyn Darcy, which I just received yesterday, we have, I feel like we have less space than yesterday on the table. Well, at any rate, we have the Gambler, card 30, which is a great card. So as much as there's hesitation here indicated with your person, they're very, I would say, almost skittish. We have several indications here of a person who has at present acted very slowly, if at all, very methodical in their approach. Again, as I said, there's not any swords actually out on the table, and yet I feel very strongly that this person is all up in their head space. Their mindset isn't feeling the most inspired or powerful right now. In fact, they're taking a lot of time to just reflect. With this Hermit energy clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, I do believe this says that there is progress happening. It's just happening at a spiritual kind of less conscious level. Everything is happening internally right now. The shifting that's taking place energetically within your person is having a positive impact on this connection, and it is propelling them and moving them, guiding them forward. It's just happening very slowly. We also have, of course, the Eight of Cups clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, and this is definitely about movement, about things shifting, and about actual travel, or again, movement and momentum occurring in the connection. I want to get a clarifier for what exactly it is that they are going to be moving towards or away from. What is this divine shift, Spirit, that's going to be occurring in this connection? So we have the Queen of Wands. I know that you can't fully see that. I have limited room on the table, but trust me what I'm saying. We have the Empress. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. And we have the Nine of Cups. So what this is telling me is that this person is going to step into their power, and they're going to feel, they're going to be magnetized back towards you and towards the abundance that they know exists within this connection. This is very much, you know, idealism at work here, someone having a set dream or wish or goal, a vision with you and in mind with this connection that they're actively going to be walking towards or getting in line, aligned with, in line with the path towards what it feels like is their destiny. Okay, we have one coming out on the floor here. Oh goodness, I thought that was the Empress, and it's not. It's actually the Emperor. again, stepping into their power, as I said. But then as I talk about that, the Empress comes out. So again, it's a very strong indication here that this person is very much, again, stepping into strength. Again, we also had those number 8s coming through for you, which do relate back to the strength card, Leo energy, which is also a fire sign, as is this Queen of Wands. And we've got this powerful, grounded, secure energy of the Emperor, personal power, it being a number 4. And then we have these counterparts, these beautiful divine masculine and feminine energies of the Emperor and the Empress. And then, of course, this gorgeous 9 of Cups. This is like, again, the wish fulfillment of the two of you coming back together in union is what this person is going to be walking towards. So you can count on that, I suppose, at least, pile 1. That's a really encouraging sign that there is union in your future. But I want to confirm this a little bit. Let's go ahead and clarify. Clarify this counterpart couple here with the Emperor and Empress Spirit. What are you telling us with that, please? Attraction. It is safe for you to love and keep an open mind. So again, this person isn't counting things out with you. I do think it's really important that they take this time right now to be independent, to reflect, to make whatever decisions, that they're looking to make independently and separately of any sort of connection involving you. But all of this here are, I would say like green light cards about them really wanting to make their way back towards you if there is a separation. And it does feel like this person has either completely separated and broken away from you, or if nothing else, there's a definite distinction of emotional distance present in this connection. We also have the King of Pentacles here clarified by the 9 of Wands. I believe that this is somebody who wants to, again, step in their power to be that secure figure for you. They're going to be working towards this. They're not giving up. With the 9 of Wands energy, that's a very strong indicator, a strong message from Spirit that what is going to be shifting and evolving in this connection, what's next, is that this person is still working towards, again, this idea of being this King of Pentacles energy for you, presenting in the connection as a stable, secure, solid, grounded figure, someone who is able to give equally, who can be that solid, stable presence for you in this connection. I don't think the person has been able to show up. Your person's been able to show up in this energy previously, or historically speaking. But again, also with this sort of wounded warrior card, this 9 of Wands, they're very hesitant. They're very unsure if they can actually achieve this. And yet I don't think that they're willing to give up on the idea, the notion, again, especially with that 9 of Cups card coming out as well, on what it is that they want. They want to be this King of Pentacles for you. This is a very strong desire that they have in this connection, and within the energies present here is all about this idea of, again, love, attraction. We also have heart-to-heart conversations here. So especially if there is disconnect with your person, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. I also think that's what this King of Pentacles relates to, which is so funny. All this earth energy you wouldn't normally associate with being emotive and expressive, but I very much see this King of Pentacles as just that well-rounded, stable figure who's able to come forth, who is going to have that courage and strength. Again, remember, as much as that 9 of Wands is a wounded warrior card, they're not giving up. That resiliency still remains despite them feeling physically fatigued and exhausted, or just unsure of how to move forward. They're still not abandoning anything. They're not abandoning their goals and dreams. They're still very much focused on this connection. We have here the 2 of Pentacles. There's some element of instability here that still remains, or decision making, something in their world where they have polar opposite energies kind of working against each other. And it's clarified by the 10 of Wands, which obviously represents obstacles and challenges, a little bit of overwhelm. I do think that that sort of relates to this let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally. I don't think that's something that they're able to do presently. I don't think that your person is trusting enough. I think your person, again, especially being in all of this earthly, grounded Pentacles energy, they very much want to take control. But they're wanting to take control from an outward 3D perspective, not within, balancing out their own energies. They're going to get there, again, with this divine shift clarifying that 8 of Cups, where we also had that Emperor and Empress couple present, as well as, the beautiful Emperor energy that I first thought was the Empress. Again, this is the idea of abundance, of stability, of personal power, very positively aspected energy of somebody who is in control, but in a positive, manifesting, creating sort of a sense, and not in a very scared, again, distorted energy of the masculine, in which there would be more in the headspace as your person is now, more focused on the practical, more thinking things through logically. This is more leaning into, again, that personal power to trust the universe at a divine level, that everything is going to work out. Right now, your person, again, is still struggling with those energies, and they're feeling a little bit overwhelmed with a choice or options that they have. Let's go ahead and take a look at what that is in regards to. What is this Two of Pentacles energy? We have the Hanged Man. This person is stuck, you know, so right now they feel stuck. They don't feel like they can act, ready to act, I should say. We have the Knight of Cups. What's the other choice? Okay. The other choice, which I don't normally take reversals, but it came out reversed and it was meant to, is the Ace of Wands in reverse. So quite clearly, what this person has, I actually had the deck upside down, isn't that funny? But either way, I do feel like this was meant to come out reversed. What it's looking like to me is that this person very much has a decision to make, whether they should come forward with that cup of love, with that offer, that invitation indicative of the Knight of Cups energy, or if they should withhold and, you know, restrain themselves in this strong, passionate desire that is embodied in that Ace of Wands to come forward to you. Right now, they're not acting one way or the other, and that feels the safest to them. You have to be mindful, however, pile one, that this is, again, someone who is not in their divine power at this time. They're not in total alignment with their soul path, with this energy that they're feeling with you. They're actively resisting, again, this Ace of Wands in reverse. So this is why there's struggle. This is why there could be disconnect. I do think that there is some element of either limited or no communication with your person, definite emotional distance. This person is not open right now to discussion, to, you know, I guess expressing themselves, sharing with you where they see things going in the future. I just think this person's left it kind of like stalled at a standstill. And as I say that, we have the Two of Swords coming out with the Transmute card. Now, Transmute is an energy, a card that is unique only to this tarot deck. It does represent, obviously, transcending and changing the energies that currently present into something more positive, more highly aligned with, again, the individual person's truth of what is. I think that they do know deep down in their heart space what it is that they want, how they want to go about it, but they get hung up, again, in their head. With this Two of Swords energy, this is someone who is struggling to come to a decision and who's actually refusing to make a decision due to confusion. And we do see that same energy echoed in the Moon coming through here. And that clarifies, of course, the Eight of Pentacles, which is the idea of investing and putting in work. And I think this person is struggling with the idea of how much would need to occur to get these energies together to flow nicely again. I think they're assuming and predicting that it will be difficult, that there will be a lot of challenges and struggle. Again, overwhelmed. They're already overwhelmed even just at the thought of the choice that they need to make and how they have to go about things. So they're refusing to act, and they're refusing to actually devote enough mental energy to resolving it. It's more so just rumination, it feels, taking time to sort of rehash and go over the same what if scenarios in their head, or catastrophizing, really overthinking how things need to go or how they will go and what has to happen, instead of, again, just flowing with the divine plan. However, they're transmuting that energy. They're going to be coming out of this period of indecision, and there's going to be a shift coming here for you. This energy is very stable. With the Four of Pentacles right now, this person is, again, not wanting to act, wanting to just remain still where they are, staying grounded and focused. I actually look at the Four of Pentacles often as a card of like restrictiveness, because it's somebody who's hanging on to what little that they have, hanging on to the last shred of stability for dear life. This person is feeling very uneasy currently about changes as well. It's very difficult for this person to change, is what it seems like. They're not comfortable with change and with transitioning on. I'm hearing that this Eight of Cups and this Wheel energy is going to be a huge shift in this connection, and it's going to occur at the divine level. This person is going to be very resistant, very stubborn to act independently. It's actually going to come as a result of some divine intervention that kind of gets the wheel turning. However, once it does, we have the energy of the gambler here, which is beautiful. This is somebody taking the risk, taking that leap of faith. It's kind of like the Fool energy coming through. Pile one, this person is definitely going to, in the next few months, make that leap, take that risk, have that new beginning with you, at least to get the conversation flowing, to discuss, to sort of, I think, communicate what's been happening the last few months, especially if they've disconnected from you and you're left clueless, or, you know, you're hurting because they haven't come forth with the same level of energy that they once were. I do think that a lot of that clarity is going to be coming in for you, pile one, where you can get that sorted out and be more clear about what your person is wanting and where things are headed. So let's see what else you need to know. What else can pile one expect from their person in the next few months? What's coming next in this connection with their person for pile one? We have the Three of Swords. Again, I'm reading that as a heart-to-heart conversation. I'm not reading that as emotional pain, so no worries there. We have the Page of Wands. Again, important messages. Someone stepping into power. Now, it is the Page. It's not the King here. Even though we saw the Queen come out earlier, the Page is a messenger. There's someone who's going to convey something, perhaps not with the most tactfulness. It's going to perhaps be very impulsive, very sudden, very fiery in nature. It's not striking me that it's going to be incredibly sexy. I don't think that's how this person's going to come in, but I do think that it's going to be, they're going to do their best, is what I'm getting. That's the main message there. We have the Six of Swords as well. The Four of Wands. This person is moving towards union with you. They're moving on from something, but they're moving towards connection and union with you. One more. Love it. Strength finally coming onto the board, onto the table. So this person is going to be embodying their inner strength and confidence to step into that beautiful Leo energy, which, you know, I guess like the Hermit right now, they're in the shadows. That's stepping out of the darkness and into the light and into sight again, making themselves known and available to you and discussing and kind of, I think, working through any sort of discord that has occurred in recent time. Let's get a few more cards for you. What can pile one expect in the connection with their person in the next few months? What else is coming for them? Past life relationship. We have, you have known each other before. So yeah, you've known each other and they're returning. We have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Make the effort right there. Beautiful. Do we have room for one more? I think we do. And I absolutely love these cards. So let's get them on the table. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Isn't that scary? I actually knew what that card said. I didn't even have to read it. I just had that memorized. I love these cards so much. Pile one, this is so incredible. But let's go ahead and get a few more cards, see what else is brewing here. One more from the Oracle of the Roses. Just take a peek at this, though. Like this rose design on the back. Beautiful gilded edges. Oh, my new favorite. And we have the Lover, the Bourbon Rose, Old Rose Garden energy. So a lot of references here to the past, to knowing each other, to having a reconnect. Finally, the effort being made, and there being a lot of joy and happiness and blissfulness experienced in this connection. I do think your person's definitely coming back, pile one. Let's go ahead and see what the Moonology manifestation deck has here. What can pile one expect from their person in this connection in the next few months? New moon in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive. That's especially what your person is going to be doing. They're going to stop catastrophizing, pile one. They're going to step into their power, into this energy of, I'm surprised we haven't had the Magician. It's an energy of manifestation, truly, feeling inspired, feeling powerful, feeling encouraged and ready to go. I just think this person is letting things go that don't serve them. And yes, Sagittarius energy, firepower again. Full moon in Sagittarius, see the bigger picture. So this person is going to be coming back in, I think, really highlighting for you and giving you clarity with this see the bigger picture card about what's been happening in the last few months. If there's been any sort of disconnect or level of, you know, I guess confusion. There's been confusion for your person, but your person probably was the initiator of this breakdown of the connection. And so they're at least confused, but aware of where the breakdown occurred or what happened and what they've been thinking. I think for you, pile one, unfortunately, you've been sort of left in the dark here, but focus on the positive. Your person's going to definitely be focusing on that more optimistic, hopeful energy. I'm thinking the star energy is well coming through here, but they're going to be sharing with you a lot of, I think, insight into what's been happening with them and for them in the last few months, sort of how they've also arrived at eventually returning to you and again, making this effort. Past life relationship. So this could be a soulmate of yours. You have known each other before. If anything else, again, this is just reminiscent of the fact that you were previously connected at some level and you're going to be returning to a state of deeper connection once again as you once had. Passion and honeymoon and the lover, I think those speak for themselves. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy, again, of reconnection, of just intimacy in all its forms. I think this heart-to-heart conversations card that I presented earlier for you is the clincher here. This person desires communication, reconnection, even at just the intellectual, mental level, to share with you what they've been thinking. I do think that they want to move forward with you and they want you to be a part of that divine plan. They want to be on track with you two coming together in a full union. There seems like there's something holding them back, though. Something holding them back or something preventing them. We did see the reference to a choice, perhaps, or some multiple options being juggled with that Two of Pentacles. So what's holding this person back right now, Spirit? What is going on with pile one's person? We have the Page of Swords, the High Priestess, Death. We have Temperance, and we have the King of Cups. You know, I'm not going to read this as the traditional, this person was afraid of their feelings. This actually feels to me like this person had very deep feelings for you, but they're afraid of change. So to have a deep connection at this level, again, if you guys are soulmates or have a high level sort of soul-based connection, that can be very triggering for some people, especially if they're already involved in something or their life is already stable. They weren't looking for something like this, or if they just are not well equipped to deal with emotions. The idea that you meet this person who is resonating with you at such a deep level that you feel so deeply for them that it feels almost like a turnover of power. And this person very much likes to stay in control. Again, they stay in their Pentacles energy, that grounded, earthly, just deeply rooted, solid energy of someone who's very practical and logical. And again, I got a strong energy as well in the very beginning of someone who stays in the mind quite often, even though, again, we've had hardly any swords come out. This person very much likes to just think things through and make good decisions that seem sound to the mind. So with that said, you know, the idea of a soul-based connection could be very triggering, especially for somebody who is very non-spiritual or who maybe has more leanings in another direction. This is a whole new life for them. And with death energy here, this is about huge transformation and change. And this person is just fearful and hesitant to engage with that change because they don't know what's up ahead next. With the High Priestess energy, this is a strong indication that they feel a deep intuitive connection to you with that as well. They also sense that there is this, because there's this deep spiritual element to this connection that they feel very strongly with you, you know, the past coming up for them. I just think it's allowing them to see where they need to evolve and change and to grow, to expand and ascend with you. And that will require a lot of effort on their part. We also had that Eight of Pentacles energy coming out earlier, clarified by the moon. Again, this relation back to intuition, but also confusion or hesitance, fear, due to how much effort would be involved. This person knows they need to level up in order for this connection to work. They want it to work. They feel it deeply, but they're quite frankly afraid to change. So what guidance do we have for you, pile one, on how you can best support this connection, support your person, and allow this situation to naturally evolve? What is the guidance for pile one, please? What is the guidance for pile one? We have last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. First quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. Some more firepower there. New moon in Virgo, trust all will be well. And first quarter moon in Taurus, release control. We also had let go of control issues earlier. So that's a mirrored energy for both of you, you and your person, pile one. The need to release it feels like the expectation of a certain outcome or of certain timing, there just are elements of controlling behavior exhibited on both sides of the coin, in which you also may encounter power struggles. And this person, again, especially if they're the divine masculine energy, they do need to be in this empowered state where they can lead the connection. Of course, we know spiritually the divine feminine actually is who prompts the energetic shifting and expansion of soul-based connections. However, especially in the 3D realm where this person is needing to feel in control and powerful and logical, they need to work on their control issues. And as well, you need to allow that to unfold naturally for them to evolve at the pace that they need to not put expectations and certain limitations on the connection, and just allow things, again, to flow freely. We have the Seeker. Card 44 reduces back to 8, which is lovely. The Hero, the Ancestor, and the Father. So again, this person, has practical concerns or practical elements to why they're making the decisions that they currently are in this connection. And it's important that you allow them the time and space and the freedom in order to work through those things. So we have the Father here. Your person could be a father. It could just represent, again, this energy of that King of Pentacles that came out earlier about stability, about groundedness. In terms of guidance, I feel like this is saying that both of you need to independently come to that state of inner balance and peace and contentment and comfortability in order for you to come together collaboratively to share in this effort, to have this deepening of this connection. You both need to be on solid ground independently and individually first. We also have the Ancestor here, again, a reference to the past. There is that deep soul connection here. Spirit is saying to you with this that there is absolutely nothing to fear about this connection breaking down, not remaining in your life. This is solid and stable. Your past always remains with you, even as you, if you were to take a shift, as you move on, as you make changes, as you grow and you expand, your past is always a part of your experience and part of who you are at a soul level. It's in your soul's imprint. This person has a very deep connection to you, a very past life, or, very significant connection to you in the past. And that is not ever going to go away. You can trust in that, pile one. The Seeker here, which is an interesting energy. I'm being called to go to the book for that one. What is it that pile one needs to be seeking? I really think this is independent energy, once again, of just coming into alignment with self. Again, you're not abandoning anybody or anything as you move on from older energies. If they are tied to you at a soul level, if you have a strong connection, they'll always be with you, regardless. When we seek, we are often looking to improve an aspect of our lives, and what we learn along the way can be dropped as we make our way to the finish line. Examine closely your own small successes and enlightened moments. Now is a good time to start a new project, direction, relationship, or cause. The Seeker is constantly picking up clues and pieces of knowledge to see how they fit into the world, and they view life as a great adventure. They sometimes don't even have a goal, but are seekers of the thrill of whatever discovery is made along the way. So this card is tied to the energies of improvement, identity, freedom, motivation, and discovery, and it's associated with the sign of Taurus. So pile one, again, the Seeker. This is a very independent energy. This is something, again, mirrored and shared along both sides of the connection, needing to step into your power with Aries energy as well here. All of this fire energy that came out for you. You and your person both need to release control in areas where you are resisting, where you are creating too much of a restrictive energy that doesn't allow this connection to flow because you're focusing in the wrong areas. Where you need to be focusing that energy is in your personal power and in the seeking, in getting to where you want to be in your own life first before you think about collaborating again with this person. You both, again, are sharing this energy. It's evolving. It is happening. Again, that Hermit energy that came out earlier for your person, this person is very much in an introspective, independent, hermity, isolating energy right now. But that will be shifting. At the same time, ensure that you're doing your part, pile one, that you're doing your inner work in order to allow that to also evolve and change on your end as well, which of course brings the connection together. Clear your mind, last quarter moon in Gemini. So this is really important, again, for both of you. If you are having any kind of limiting beliefs, anxiety, just very unproductive thinking, it's time to release all that doesn't serve you. Trust that all will be well with new moon in Virgo. There's no need to obsess or to focus. Again, it's coming up right over this ancestor energy. There is a very deep connection here, pile one, and it's not going anywhere. And you can trust that everything is always working out for you and it will be well in time. The hero energy is a beautiful energy to kind of close off on. It represents the idea of somebody who comes in and who really does act as a mentor to you, an aid, excuse me, somebody who's a very gentile, supportive, loving energy. I do think, again, this is the energy of your person. But again, you also have to know that this is an energy you have to embody for yourself first. As you step into this seeker role and as you seek out and you enjoy the experience of kind of aligning your own life, learning and discovering your own truth, stepping into your own personal power, being your own hero first, you're going to see, again, that energy reciprocated back to you. And this person will be more inclined to more easily step into that role for you and to come together in union, in connection, which is what, again, they're expecting to do. That's what's next coming for you in your connection. That's very exciting, pile one. So I hope this reading has been helpful to you, that it's provided you with some clarity and awareness on what is happening with your person. If you have enjoyed the reading, I would love for you to decide to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Also, feel free to peruse the other playlists I have available of full pick-a-card readings and deck reviews, all sorts of good stuff. Until next time, pile one, I'm sending you so much loving, abundant, joyous energy. I hope that this happens for you soon with your person. It looks like it's about to. So just work on your own personal power, allow them to do theirs. And everything will align in the right time. Until next time, pile one, I hope you take great care. Bye-bye. Hi, pile two. You chose one of my favorite decks, the Tarot de Carlotydes, along with this aura-coded quartz point. This is going to be your reading. We're asking today of Spirit, what is next in your connection with your person? So any state of connect or disconnect that you may be in with your person of interest, we're going to take a look at what is coming next, what you can expect in the next few months in connection with your person. And before we get started, again, go ahead and set the intention that you are going to be in receiving mode and open to the insights and the messages that present forth and that come forth from Spirit today regarding your person. It's important that we stay open to whatever presents. We could get messages that, quite honestly lead us to maybe the inner truth that we already know, which is that it's time to move on. Or we could get really encouraging, wonderful news that, things are about to shift. Pile one was a great reading. With that said, though, again, you have to take these messages, these readings with your own personal level of discernment. You know your own truth and you know your connection better than anybody or any reader. I'm just here to deliver the messages from source, and you can do with them what you like. But again, just ready yourself, set yourself in that intention for having a wonderful reading today, being open to the insights, the guidance, whatever you need to hear most about your connection and where it is headed so that you can make informed choices going forward. Also, feel free to select a sign. The drill with the signs is anything of significance that you like, which is just going to help to anchor and affirm the messages that come through for you today. And in doing so, when you select a sign, it not only often shows up in the reading itself, but it will present in other areas of your life as well. That's just to help you affirm, first of all, your own intuition. You coming from source, you have that inner guidance available to you at any time. So it allows you to develop and foster a deeper sense of trust with both Spirit, your own intuitive self, your inner being, and it's just fun. It's fun to connect with the universe that way. When you ask for something and then they present it to you, it's just magical every single time. So I realize that you can't actually see me shuffling on camera. Please be assured that I am not cherry picking any cards. The setup as I have it now is just a little bit difficult. I have to really lean forward in order to have you see what I'm doing, which I try to do, but it's just a little harder than when it's in my hands and not on the table to see. I'm like really leaning over to do this. So just please trust I am quite, I'm filled with integrity. I'm doing this in a very authentic, honest way. I don't know how to say it. And at any rate, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what is going on, or going to be going on and happening in your connection in the near future. Pile two, we're going to get some oracle cards, some beautiful decks that I haven't used yet, some brand new ones, and some other ones that are all based on love energy, nice romantic, lovely vibes. So we'll get a good read today on your person and where things are headed for you, between you. Pile 2. What can pile 2 expect in their connection with their person in the next few months? Straight out of the gate, the 6 of Cups. And we should be pretty good there. Let me just check. Yep, that's pretty good. We also have the Ace of Wands. These are beautiful energies. Loving this already. The 10 of Swords. Okay. We have the 6 of Pentacles. And we have Strength. Strength was very prominent in the first reading. So we'll see if it is for you as well. Clarifying these energies, we have the 4 of Wands. The 7 of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Strong messages coming out for you. The Hierophant. And the 9 of Wands. Overall energy that is supporting the reading is the 10 of Cups. These are tiny cards, so we should have plenty of space. Ooh, and we do. I love that. I love that. Let's get some cards on the table here from the Romance Angels Oracle deck. Again, you can't see me shuffling, but I am shuffling. And everything is just right out of frame. But trust me, it's all good. This could be the one. How exciting. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. I love that. And love yourself first. Solid advice, always. And I don't even know what to do with all of this space. There's so much space. Yeah. So I'm going to actually, what am I going to do here? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? We'll do that. And then from the Oracle of the Roses, excuse me, we have the Advocate. And we'll start there, pile 2. The Advocate. I do want to just check the book. This is a newer deck, and you would think it would be very straightforward with these practical sounding names for the cards, but in fact, they do not offer a whole lot of intuitive interpretation for me at this time. So maybe that'll improve. But so this is about coming together, teamwork, communication skills. You know, this is, the Advocate is dedicated to change for the greater good. This is beautiful. And it is associated with the energies of commitment, friendships, communication, meditation, and persuasion. And it's Aries energy. There's a lot of really powerful energies kind of going on here. Spirit is wanting to come through for you today. First of all, Ace of Wands. That is a big energy of a new beginning coming. We also have this 6 of Pentacles, this lovely energy of reunion. We have it clarified by the 4 of Wands. Pile 2, this is 100% a reconnect with your person. So if there has been any sort of distance or separation, this is ultimately you two coming back together in a harmonious, beautiful energy. If not an actual committed relationship yet, this is just the energy, again, supporting the idea of union, of you guys returning to each other and having this beautiful, lovely energy shared between you. With the Ace of Wands clarified by the 7 of Swords, the first message that came through to me was actually this person strategizing, taking a lot of time and sort of being a bit sneaky, keeping things under their hat, not sharing with anyone what their plans are, but they have big plans. I just keep seeing this hand here with all of these flowers, these different blooms on this bouquet of you know, what this person is holding, this hand is holding, offering it out. This person has intentions to really come forward and to step up their game, I think, and to have a new beginning with you in a really, I think, grandiose, sort of impactful, passionate way. Let's go ahead and ask specifically, what is this Ace of Wands about? King of Cups. Absolutely, this person is coming in with the love. They're coming in with offers. What is the 7 of Swords here for? The Chariot. This is divinely guided. They are feeling the call, the impulse, pile 2, to come back towards you and to really, again, strategize, to figure out how they need to make things work. There is an ending to something that is happening here with the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Quite honestly, what came through first and foremost was this person's ending a marriage or, ending things with a long-term partner. Let's go ahead and get some clarification on that as well, please. I love to clarify. I love to be nosy, get all the details. What is this energy here? The Knight of Cups, the Devil, the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Cups. And what about the Three of Cups here? It's about options, choices, the Magician, making a choice, making a decision. What else can you tell us here? So this is really interesting. I wasn't going to take all of these as they came out, but they seem relevant. We have the Queen of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and Death. So there was an ending here. There was an ending previously, or there is an ending in process, but it really feels like it was already something that has occurred and that is now transforming with this Death card energy. This person restricted themselves from you. They held themselves back, whether they had limiting beliefs or other physical limitations. As I can see here in this card, she actually is surrounded by all of these implements, these swords, this kind of wrap around her, all of these things that are actively restricting her from moving forward. This person appears to have had actual practical sort of obligations or individuals, something in their physical real world life that prevented them from kind of giving their love to you. We have the King of Cups here with the Queen of Cups counterpart, coming out as this energy of what's changing and evolving. So we have two queens here. Again, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Cups. This is an element of a third party situation presenting for me. That's really what's coming through. If this is not, you would know about that if that was already the case. If that's not something that's relevant to your connection, this may not be the energy you want to be tapping into, because this is definitely about a person making a choice and returning to what they believe is their true counterpart, letting someone else go. I'm seeing all of these fans or these, whatever they are, flowers. There's some type of, whatever she's holding are also surrounding her. And that just represents for me the idea of obligations, of chores, duties, responsibilities. This person's letting all of that baggage go. What are they releasing with this Ten of Swords energy, please, Spirit? The Four of Cups and the Nine of Cups. This is a strong message here from Spirit that your person is going to be releasing and letting go of not putting their own needs first, not honoring what their own desires are. They have resisted acting on what they've wanted to do out of respect for others, I'm hearing, out of desire to maintain their standing, their position in their material world, in their life, whether that's finances, again, family. There's some element of, again, practical, physical, real world limitations that have prevented them from coming forward. And they've rejected this connection as a result of that. But it's looking like they are going to stop rejecting and denying to themselves what they want most. That's coming to an end, and they are going to go after what they want, which is you, pile two. We have the Six of Pentacles as well coming out with the Hierophant. This is an energy of learning how to balance, how to reciprocate, how to give evenly in exchange in a connection. I do think in the past, this person put others' needs first, others that didn't deserve to have those needs put first, or maybe where they felt obligated to do so out of fear, with the Devil energy presenting, and this Eight of Swords, anxiety. Common theme in pile one was also the fear of change. And with the Death card presenting in this lineup, I also think that's quite possible that your person stayed with what was comfortable as well. And they again, as a result, put their own needs and desires aside in favor of supporting others. But we have this energy here, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. I do think this person is going to start loving themselves and putting themselves first so that they can start giving their energy and feeling free to give their energy in ways that they'd like to and to who they would like to give it to, which, again, feels to be more in line with this connection, and that this is currently a spiritual sort of opportunity or lesson that they are undergoing, is how to better balance their time and energy, how they can balance themselves within first, release guilt, I'm hearing, shame. This person is needing to, let some things go, some things that are really holding them back. And we have strength with the Nine of Wands. This person is not giving up. That was the energy that first presented for me that I felt instantly as I laid those cards, is this person does not want to abandon this connection. As it may appear, that is just exactly what they've done. However, this person in their mind, in their heart, and in their energy are very much still attached to you. And of course, what we have as the underlier supporting the entire reading is the Ten of Cups. All of this emotional happiness and fulfillment. They have a very strong desire to collaborate and to come together with you. Remember, that Advocate card also was about communication. It was about collaboration, coming together, supporting one another, offering aid, and just being a stable, secure, and solid presence. I do think, especially with this Four of Wands energy, that you are going to have this collaboration, this meeting back together shortly with your person. I love this reminder too. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. I do think, especially with these counterparts coming out of the King and Queen of Cups, this person does look to you as their divine true counterpart, that you are the one for them. And it's all about now coming into alignment with that divine plan, and how can they make their way back to you. Again, really similar energies to pile one. But let's take a look. There seems to definitely be some type of third-party energy here. So let's see, what is this third-party energy, or what is blocking pile two's person from coming forward to them? What is going on in this third-party, this karmic energy? We have the Six of Wands, Temperance, Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. So again, this person has historically favored making decisions based upon how others will view them, with the Six of Wands energy, the energy of success, of recognition, of validation. This person needs to feel well-liked, well-loved. They need to feel like they are doing the right thing at all times. And it's really held them back, is what Spirit is saying. It's also left them with a lot of bitterness and resistance. They're not happy where they currently are, pile two. They're coming into balance with this, however. They want that new beginning, and that wheel is about to turn. This divine shift is happening for them right now. What is shifting for pile two's person with this Wheel of Fortune energy? The Knight of Wands, again, developing their strength to come back towards you, to come forward. But what else is happening in this third-party energy? I want to understand more of what's happening with that third party. What is happening with this third party for pile two's person, please? We have the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Knave, which I believe is that's the Knight, I believe, the Knight of Swords. A couple more cards here. What is happening in this connection? Or what is happening in the connection to this third-party energy for pile two's person? What is happening there? We have the Mother. We have the Challenger. And we have the Explorer. This person's definitely ready to move forward, pile two. So if there's any doubt of that, absolutely not. We even have the Pioneer on the bottom, which is the energy, again, of someone who is ready to take the leap. Sort of similar to the Fool. This is about going forward, stepping onto a new path. You don't yet know the way. You don't know what you're going to be encountering, but you're ready to go. In terms of what's happening in that connection or that situation with that person that your individual person of interest is connected to, it's looking very much like they are together for practical reasons. With this Three of Pentacles energy, I very much got the sensation that they are together because of finances, or because some type of professional or official obligation. But with the Seven of Wands, and look at how she's sitting on stilts, that was a very shaky foundation. That's very shaky ground. They're not stable and secure. And in fact, the energy is moving very rapidly and shifting as it's presenting, that there is going to be what's striking me with this Ace of Swords is just that bolt of lightning. Again, for some reason, I'm just getting an image of lightning kind of coming through, prompting this person with this Knave of Swords to just, I don't know how else to say it, like get the hell out of Dodge. Like they're just going to go. When they get this moment of inspiration, which it's reading more like Ace of Wands to me, Ace of Wands energy, which we already had out on the table. But this Ace of Swords is really just going to be like cutting through all the BS, knowing full force, definitely without a doubt, with that Ace of Swords energy being about mental clarity and astuteness and just revelations, truth revealed, they're going to come to a point very quickly, or they are already coming to that energy of discovering and knowing what's best for them, and that what's best is for them to kind of make an exit. At the same time, we have this Mother card energy. So this person could have a family with this individual. We had that Queen of Pentacles come out, which can be a mother, a wife, spouse energy. And it is about obligations. Again, this person feels very obligated to others in their life. It's been making it very difficult for them to make decisions to act in their own best interest. However, we have the Challenger here as well. They're feeling very challenged, having a lot of problems, difficulties, overwhelm in regards to this situation, this connection to this other person. And again, with the Explorer and the Pioneer, they are ready to move forward. They are seeing the light. They are seeing with this Ace of Swords energy that this situation that they are in no longer serves them, and they are ready to go. They are ready to take that first step towards something better. So let's go ahead and see if there's anything additional that we need to know about what you can expect next for this person in your connection to them. We already know what's happening with their third-party situation as well. What else does Spirit need to share with us about what is coming next? We have the Knave of Pentacles. That's the Knight of Pentacles. Slow, steady, but sure. The Three of Wands, the Knave of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Swords. And what is the Three of Swords here for? The Moon, Queen of Wands, and the King of Wands. Another couple out on the table. As it came through for pile one, the Three of Swords to me is all about, in certain contexts, the idea of deep emotion and deep sort of bearing the soul type of communication. Clarified by the Moon, again, I'm getting a very deep, emotional, romantic sort of a vibe to this energy. This person is starting off very slow. This is what you need to know first and foremost, is that this energy is evolving slowly. They are reserving strength with this Four of Swords energy. They are taking their time to sort of gather up all of their reserves of stored energy to get into their personal power, to be able to take this leap towards you. That's what's kind of taking so long. Spirit wants you to know you must have been waiting quite a while, and there's a little bit of a wait still to come. However, this Knave of Wands, this Knight of Wands, they're going to be coming in hot, basically, when it actually happens, pile two, after they have gathered their strength and they feel ready to act. Again, as we also saw with that Ace of Swords and that Knave of Swords, that Knight of Swords energy, for what's happening with their other person, their third party energy, once they get that divine sort of impulse to go, that aha moment, that clicks, that's what I was hoping for. That's what that was telling me, was that Ace of Swords is like that aha moment of that revelation, like it is time to go. You're going to see that energy shift very, very quickly, pile two. So let's go ahead and get some guidance for you. What is the guidance for pile two, please, on this connection with their person, how you can best support your person as well as yourself, your ascension for your highest good, and move through these energies with ease? We have New Moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive. This also came out for pile one. I highly suggest, if you've chosen this pile, to also watch pile one. There may be messages for you there too. Full Moon in Taurus, detoxify. Full Moon in Virgo, take inspired action. And New Moon in Leo, shine. Beautiful. And from the Romance Angels Oracle, we have finances and career, separation, trust, and release your ex. So pile two, what's happening right now, why you are in separation, it serves you. It's allowing you both to sort of align with the truth of this connection, what needs to happen in your individual lives in order to come together in full union. Again, this is a very strong energy and link tied back to pile one, the overall message of pile one. Right now, your person has to release their ex. They need to clear their energy. They need to remove themselves from situations and individuals that no longer serve them. And you need to trust that this separation, again, is serving you both. As they're doing that, they're also taking time to get their finances in order, planning and preparing, as we had in the very beginning of the reading, that Seven of Swords energy of them strategizing and planning and executing things properly. you need to be doing that on your end too. Be ready and prepared for when this person comes in, pile 2, because right now everything may seem as though it's sort of fallen apart. We have this separation, but you need to trust, because when they come in, as you saw, it was going to come in quickly, and you need to be ready and prepared for that energy. New moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive. So you need to, again, trust. You need to stay in alignment with the truth of this connection, which is that it will circle back around. This is a strong soul tie, and you will have a reunion with this person. It is assured. Those two first cards that came out, the Six of Cups and the Four of Wands energy, very much a sign of divine soul love energy. Divine soul love energy. I've never said that before in my life. A high level soul-based connection, actual soulmates perhaps, but at any rate, this is a very, very strong, powerful connection with this person, and it is going to come back into your field of awareness. You just have to focus on the positive. And in the meantime, again, you need to understand that it's important for you to focus on your own life, on the things you need to be working towards in order to be in alignment, so that when it's time, you are ready for this person and for there to be I'm hearing just very fast momentum with them. The full moon in Taurus, detoxify, is what you can be working on currently, pile 2. If you have any self-limiting beliefs, if you have any negative thought patterns, anything that's holding you back from having the love that you desire with this person and in general, I'm hearing very strongly for you as well. There's a self-love deficit. That's why we also have this love yourself first card. You have to put yourself first, and you have to understand that you are the one. I feel like I'm being very preachy. I hate that. I'm sorry. But it's coming in it's coming in from Spirit. Spirit wants to obviously communicate it in this way very, very directly. You have to put yourself first and know that you are the one before this person could ever be the one. That's kind of what's coming through. Full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. Again, I'm feeling this is action in your own life, getting yourself ready. New moon in Leo, time to shine. That's the energy of strength, which also presented for you in this reading and is also very prominent in pile 1. This is the energy of coming into your personal power, of stepping out into the spotlight from the shadows. The energy of Leo is all about, being the center stage, center of attention, and just being ready to put yourself out there. You want to be ready for this person when they come and they return, because they are going to do so quickly. It's going to be a flip of the switch, and they are going to be back in your field of awareness. And you don't want to have sat on your laurels, not taking care of and attending to the details of your own life, the things you needed to work towards in order for this to come together. You want to be ready to go when this person's ready to go. It's a shared mutual energy between you. But I promise you, if you trust and you just focus on yourself right now and the things you need to be doing, pile 2, when this person comes back, because they are going to, when this separation ends, when they've done the work that they needed to, and they're ready and divinely guided to come back towards you. Again, we also had the Chariot. Know that that's coming. They are on their way back. You want to be ready, and then you can have a beautiful, beautiful union together. It is on the horizon. I see it in the cards in the next few months. You just have a little bit more, a little ways left to go, pile 2, and then everything is going to fall into place. So pile 2, I still hope you've enjoyed that reading. I hope it's been of help to you, brought you clarity, peace, awareness, all of those things that are so important, that we love Spirit for giving us that guidance so directly. And if you have enjoyed it, I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't done so. I have lots of readings like this, all love-based, focused on healing, high vibrational living, just being your best self, attracting your partner back in, doing the inner work in order to heal, to have this balance, this harmony, this joy and sweetness in life. So I love delivering these messages, and I have lots of playlists that are full of readings just like this. If you've enjoyed it, I encourage you to peruse over those playlists and find another. Lots of different subject matters regarding your person or on spirit messages, lots of good stuff. And in other words, I don't know what's going on with this pile. I'm feeling really, really squirrely all of a sudden. At any rate, pile 2, again, I hope that you've enjoyed the reading. I hope to see you on another day for another reading to connect over a future video, or again, in one of those playlist videos. There's lots of them. In the meantime, I'm sending you so much loving, just abundant, joyful energy. I'm really excited for you. This looks beautiful. I'm hopeful that it's coming for you soon. Until next time, in the meantime, pile 2, take care. Bye-bye. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. I took a short break between piles 1 and 2 in this pile, and I'm feeling re-energized and ready to go. You were drawn to this gorgeous lepidolite point and the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris Ann. And today we are taking a look at what is going to be occurring next in your connection. So whatever the state of connect or disconnect that is currently going on with your person, we're going to just take a look to see what Spirit can share about what you can look forward to and expect next in love, next in the connection with your person. So, as I've stated for all piles today, go ahead and set your intention that you are open to receiving the messages and insights that come forth from Spirit today regarding your person. The intention is, of course, to always promote positivity, healing, high vibrational living. I want to bring forth and present to you insights that promote clarity and awareness and empowerment and make you feel inspired to be able to step forward on your path, your true path of your highest good. And sometimes those messages may be a little bit difficult to hear, but we are here for you to give you the insights and the guidance and everything from source that you need to know and be aware of to make those informed, discerned decisions. So that's what we're here for today. And just, again, set your intention that you are open to receiving that. Also, go ahead and select a sign. You know the drill with the signs. So you want to go ahead and select something that's of significance to you. I'm just going to move over here a little bit. Select a sign that could be anything at all, which is a name, a number, a specific tarot card, a animal, I guess. Anything at all that's of significance to you. It helps to anchor the messages that come through from Spirit, that you can take them in as true for you and apply them to your situation. And of course, by also selecting a sign, it helps you to reaffirm your connection to source. And you're also source energy. Your inner being, your inner guidance system is always available to you. So by selecting signs, you'll notice often that they don't just show up and appear in the readings themselves, but you'll see them in other areas of your life as well. And again, asking it is given. It's just a way to kind of play with the universe and have them communicate with you directly, affirm your own intuition, again, strengthen that trust with your inner guidance system, your inner being, as well as source overall. So choosing a sign is just a fun way to sort of see the universe at work. We're going to begin with, of course, the Tarot of Curious Creatures. We've got lots of Oracle that we'll be bringing out today as well. A brand new deck that I just did a deck review on yesterday that just was released in the US yesterday. So I'm super excited about it. The Oracle of the Roses by Sherilyn Darcy. Gorgeous deck. Romance Angels. Good stuff. So let's begin with the the tarot. As I said for pile 2, I'm really literally sitting at the edge here, trying to lean over enough that you can see that I am shuffling the cards. You can hear it, of course, off camera. I'm just out of the frame. I just don't want anybody to think that I'm doing anything, disingenuous or that I'm not being honest and I'm cherry picking or anything along those lines. I just have a setup right now that's very not conducive to the type of angles and the work I need to be doing where you want to see what I'm doing on camera. So I am moving soon, actually, in like the next month or so, and hope to have an office space and just a different setup where I can present to you a little bit differently. But in the meantime, this is what we are working with. So just know, if you're hearing me shuffle off camera, I am doing the same thing I'm doing when you can see me. I'm just needing to kind of be a little bit mindful here of the space, and I don't want to arch my back too much because I do these readings for, quite a while. So I need to save my back as well. So here we are. Pile 3. What does pile 3 most need to know about what is coming next in their connection with their person, please, Spirit? Well, first out, we have the High Priestess energy for you. We have the 10 of Cups. Love this deck. So colorful. Different. Knight of Cups, one of my favorite cards in this deck. We have the Fool energy presenting out. And the 9 of Cups. Let me just go ahead and check that. I feel like that's really, we're really squished here. And we don't need to do that because we've got plenty of space. So There we are. Clarifying these energies. We have the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel has come out in all piles today. Piles 1 and 2 at a definite link. We'll see if this one connects to that as well. We have Death, clarifying the 10 of Cups. The 4 of Swords here for the Knight of Cups. 5 of Swords for Full energy, and the Knight of Wands for the 9 of Cups. The overall energy supporting the reading is the 5 of Pentacles for your person. Let's pull some oracle cards, beginning with the Romance Angels Oracle. So we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Definitely can see that here with this first row. And we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Do we have some room? I have to have a little bit of room at least for that one other oracle deck that is just stunning that has to come out on the table. Okay. Get you an Oracle of the Roses card here, at least one for now. The Architect, number 5. So the energy here, pile 3. What you can expect next in connection with your person. Quite honestly, trigger warning. There's not going to be a whole lot of momentum in the next few months with your particular person. This person's very self-focused, and while they want a new beginning, and they want a new beginning in love, perhaps with you as well, is what I'm getting, they're very hesitant to actually step into this energy of going for that. So we have the Fool energy presenting here. And notice how in this particular card, the dog has leapt off of the ledge. They've actually taken that leap of faith, and they're in kind of mid jump. So there's a lot of trust involved with the energy of this new beginning as presented by the energy of this particular Fool card. This person, with it clarified by the 5 of Swords, is just very on guard. They're not trusting. They're not open. They are not yet ready and willing to come forth and to pursue that energy with such enthusiasm and gusto, and the ability to really step into the energy of trust and belief and faith, and to take that leap of faith, knowing that they will be okay. In fact, they feel very, as it shows here with this mouse energy, they feel very defensive, very on guard, very unsure. And, you know, just, it's a very, with all of the swords coming out as well, this is the energy of someone who's a bit, I think, feeling cold and distant, and just not in an energy of collaboration. And in fact, we also have the Knight of Cups energy here, which is an energy that's beautiful normally. It's one of presenting offers and invitations. And if it were not for this 4 of Swords energy, I would say this is great. This person wants to come forward. They want to present, you with a loving offer. They want to make things, progress in this connection. But with the 4 of Swords, and it's clarified and shown with the sloth here. Sloths are very lazy animals, as you can see. This sloth is sleeping. This person is resting. This person is not looking to make any offers at this time. And in fact, they're very self-focused, as I said. With this 9 of Cups energy clarified by the Knight of Wands, this person is feeling a desire at times to move forward in their life, or you may be getting confused because you're seeing that they have drive in certain areas. They are motivated to change their life in certain areas or to do certain things. But again, it's very much in line with what they desire to do, which at this present moment is not to engage in connection with a love energy. They don't want to be truly in a relationship. When it says religious factors here, your love life is influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual path. I do think this person isn't incredibly spiritually evolved. As to say, you are pile 3. This High Priestess energy is the energy of intuition. It's of mysticism. It's of divine higher guidance. You don't have a much more, deeply intuitive individual energy represented in the deck than the High Priestess. Clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, again, this is the energy supporting more individual spiritual sort of engagement and ascension. it's not looking again like that's something that's going to be happening collaboratively or in connection, in union with your person. So you, pile 3, are very divinely guided. You're in line with the divine plan, but your person, their decisions, their energy that they're showing up in is also very much influenced by their spiritual path, or lack thereof, if you will. They're not really in the divine flow as much as they, again, desire to have this happy family, this beautiful emotional fulfillment, this radiant energy of just joy and contentment and happiness represented by the 10 of Cups. The clarifier is death, which is an energy that can be quite scary for somebody who, again, is in this sloth energy, who's resistant to act, who's resting, who's not feeling courageous and ready to take that leap. In fact, feeling very defensive and on guard and not prepared for the big changes that would need to manifest and happen in order for this happiness to occur. So what it looks like is there's going to be a lot of individual shifts and changes, but again, no offers or real, I hate to say it, but forward progression in terms of the connection. The 5 of Pentacles is the underlying energy, is someone who's feeling very shut out, very sad. Understandably so. I do think that you are quite disheartened to hear that there's not going to be forward momentum and movement. And if you stay tuned to the end of the reading, I commend you, because these are hard messages to take in. But we have the energy here of retreat as well. It's time to disconnect from the world. I think this is both what your person is doing and what you're almost feeling inclined to do as well, at least in regards to this person and in regards to this connection. And I'm guided to tell you that that's exactly what you need to be doing right now, pile 3. Spirit is assuring you that you are really in line with the divine plan. You're on your true north, okay? So you're very connected into the energy of spirit and what source is wanting to, bring forth for you, guide you towards. It may or may not be this person, but at present, I do feel like you've been getting sort of the divine impulses that it's time to step away from this energy. This person, as you see, is not ready to take things forward. They're really sort of sleeping on the job. They're not willing to change, or they're not changing in the ways that would support the energy of expansion and ascension with this connection. They're more self-focused. And they're just not showing up to the table and bringing anything of real value. And so even though that's very disheartening and disappointing and leaves you feeling a bit left out in the cold, a bit shut out and rejected, you just have to understand that your power is what it is, that it's actually intimidating to this person. It's not a level or an energetic exchange that they can match at this time. And so that's why you're sort of being divinely guided away from this person. That's why you're in your own independent energy, because you're doing the best work in your inside job, which we're all supposed to be doing, which is the inner work of healing and growing and expanding. This person's not at that level, which is why your focus has had to shift just back to your own goals, your own work. Again, it really feels like it's important for you to keep in mind that you're not actually being rejected. This person doesn't not want you, but at the same time, they're not willing and able to show up in the connection in the way that they need to. And you demand or command a high level of, alignment, I guess, for any relationship you'd be a part of, because that's sort of how you embody your life. And so don't take this as anything negative. Actually take it as a compliment and trust. Spirit is showing you that because you have so much inner power and strength in this deep divine connection to source, that everything's going to be just fine for you. But in the meantime, it will look a little bit, or feel a little bit lonely, I should say, because things will not be progressing in the way that you were hoping for, you would like with your person. We also have the Architect here, and I'm going to read this straight from the book. You would think that these would be really straightforward sort of cards, being that they are practical names, very easy, knowledgeable. Everyone pretty much is aware of what an architect is. But at the same time, surprisingly, I don't get a whole lot of intuitive hits just from these cards as is. So let's take a look at what the book says. It says, while problems and even seemingly impossible challenges may be arising, this may be the opportunity to create something new or to take a different path to your goal. Be careful not to simply jump onto a new direction just because you desire the outcome, because the foundation will not be sound. Are you ready to dedicate yourself to the making and development required? The Architect reminds us to be the maker of our own destiny, but to plan carefully and deeply before we step forward on construction. It's associated with the energies of precision, logic, solutions, investigations, and self-reliance, and it's also associated back to the sign of Virgo. If you're hearing anything in the background, that's actually one of my son's toys that must be running out of batteries, and it just keeps prompting itself and going off. That could be a sign for some of you. But it's just going to be sort of hanging out in the background because I don't know how to shut it off anyway. So at any rate, the architect here is speaking to, again, this idea of self-focus, which your person is very much doing, and where you are guided to sort of put your focus and energy as well, about attending to the details of your own life and focusing on building and creating sort of your own world separate of this connection. Let's go ahead and see about more detail for you, pile 3. What else does pile 3 need to know about their person, this connection, what they can expect in the next few months here? We have the 10 of Swords. So this is an ending. King of Cups. We have the 7 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles. Clarifying. The King of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups. The 3 of Cups. 2 of Wands, and the Emperor. So what's important to note here for you, pile 3, is that there's an element of choice, of course, as we all have. We always have free will. However, it very much actually says that there will be a divinely guided ending sort of to this connection, but that there is big potential for new love here. Now, whether that's with this person for some of you or with a new party, I'm inclined to think that this is new love coming in for you with the 7 of Pentacles energy clarified by the 3 of Cups, representative of a third party. But then also with this 4 of Wands and the 2 of Wands, this lends me to believe that there's an element of choice. For some reason, as selfish as it is, I don't think this person is very inclined to step away from you. As much as they know and have acknowledged that they can't really offer you much of anything, or perhaps they've even said that they're not interested in commitment or a full-on relationship right now, they also seem very selfish and very greedy with their time and energy in connection to you. They still want to have this deep connection with you at a level that's comfortable for them, but they're really not, again, inclined to provide anything additional that would help to elevate and support ascension of the connection. At the same time, I do believe that this would be very triggering for this person. If they were to see that you would engage with others or be open to dating others, they would very much get possessive. They would perhaps, would be looking to get inspired to provide more. It looks like at least emotional outpouring towards you. But again, what's important to remember is that this person has presented a pattern of this behavior, and you do always have the choice. You may actually end up having the choice between something that's a little bit more freeing. It looks like there's an opportunity here for there to be an actual relationship on the horizon for you, or to sort of stay shackled. As you can see that right now the kitty cat is focusing on the lock there, and not on the key, which would either open the lock or even the open door where no lock and key is required at all. So you can choose to focus on this connection that's sort of a dead end, that's not going anywhere much. It's very locked and lock and key. It's, it's restricted from movement and forward progression and openness, expansiveness. Or you can choose a relationship and a connection that's going to come through for you, in which things are going to open up and be very freeing and very bright and sunny. Look at this beautiful, beautiful scene in that open doorway. So there is going to be, a potential partner coming in for you, pile 3, that is going to provide you that stability, that happiness. With this Emperor energy clarifying the 10 of Pentacles, that's a beautiful energy of somebody coming in who, quite frankly, is very serious about you and serious about commitment in a family or a family unit. Just a deeply committed union that is mutually beneficial and supportive and emotionally fulfilling. But let's go ahead and get some more information now as well about what else you can expect with this current individual that you're interested in. What is next for pile 3 in this connection? Can you give us any more guidance, please, Spirit? And the 3 of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. Oh, goodness. Again, trigger warning, pile 3. So to continue to try to collaborate and come together with this person to have this new beginning is truly going to be more frustrating than what is worthwhile. It shows that progress will continue to occur, but at a very snail's pace. Again, this person is that sloth energy. They are very complacent right now. They're very lazy feeling, and please don't take that the wrong way. That's just the energy as it comes through and presents. It's someone who's very content where they are and who's not really looking for a massive amount of growth in the way of romance and love right now, as you are. You kind of just basically, pile 3, want different things. It's going to continue to present as a challenge, an obstacle, or an overwhelming sort of burden for you to stay connected to somebody that ultimately does not want to show up for you in the way that you want and need. And I see 8 of Cups here being you actually deciding to walk away, to step away from this connection. But again, you have that choice. That will resonate for some of you. Take whatever works for your situation. It'll look a little different for everyone. But let's go ahead and get some guidance for you, pile 3, on how you can best support either this connection or your own individual ascension towards the love that you desire and are so deserving of. We're going to begin with the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards here. Guidance for pile 3, please, regarding this connection. What is the guidance and the advice for pile 3 regarding this situation? First quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. First quarter moon in Leo, be humble. Last quarter moon in Taurus, be proud of yourself. And the first quarter moon in Sagittarius, believe in your good luck. From the Romance Angels Oracle, guidance for pile 3, please. New love. Pay attention to the red flags. True love. And deception. And from the Oracle of the Roses, we have the Mother and the Pioneer. So pile 3, step into your power, be humble, be proud of yourself, and believe in your good luck. This is all about that eternal optimism that resides within you. You are a very powerful person naturally anyway. Spirit made sure to have that message come through to affirm your personal power, your strong attention to detail and tapping into intuition. And above all, your very strong connection with source energy, with that High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. You have to believe in that power and step back into that energy, that fire spirit of Aries. While remaining humble, for me, is always, every time I see this card, about, just essentially to be humble, especially with it being Leo energy, is about keeping things in perspective, seeing the bigger picture. You can have a lot in life, pile 3, but you have to, the message is not bark up the wrong tree. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of who you are. Know that you're worthy and deserving of love and that you can have it, and you can have it in the way that you want it. You have to believe in your good luck. Sagittarius is a sign of associated to Jupiter. It's the planet of fun, of happiness, optimism. And that is your kind of free-spirited energy that I feel coming through here. You have to know that you're worthy and deserving and trust and believe in that. Again, this humble energy is all about keeping things in perspective, being appreciative, but also stepping into your power, putting yourself first, and knowing when a situation truly is not serving you as well. The Romance Angels Oracle cards are very telling this bottom row. We have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And in truth, that's what I saw coming in for you, is this opportunity for a much more balanced, reciprocal, and just quite honestly, deep, stable love that will be present or presenting for you in your experience quite soon. it's true love. This true love is capable and possible for you. This is the romance of a lifetime. I think that these two are tied together, and these two are tied to your current energy of the person you're dealing with. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And in truth, you know this and you've been aware of this. I'm not telling you anything new, pile 3, that you haven't already felt and experienced, or, again, have had an intuitive hit about. You're well aware. You're very tuned in, tapped in, turned on. And there's definitely a lot of red flags that have been presenting about this person, and bad feelings that you've been experiencing over and over again regarding the energy of this individual. And so with that, it's important that you start heeding the red flags. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Now, if it's not actual deception, what it is just perhaps self-deception, or not seeing things again clearly. You need to believe in your good luck, see things for how they are, be appreciative for how things are, and also know again when something serves you and when you need to step away. Being in appreciation mode is going to allow this new person to enter for you, and it's going to, of course, trigger this person as well. The individual you're dealing with now might be into playing mind games, or someone who is very blowing hot and cold energy for you. And ultimately, this is how it leaves you feeling always, is this 5 of Pentacles. And that's not an energy of anybody that you want in your field of awareness long term. That's not energy that supports ascension, expansion, and growth in a very positive, high vibrational way. You want people that are going to encourage you with positivity, that are going to leave you feeling empowered and inspired and just happy. That's how you have the best manifestations of all, is by, of course, maintaining the highest vibration. And that's not really, possible for you right now. And as you begin to move on, if you choose to do that, you will see that this person will be inclined to draw you back in. And I think that's also where they're cautioning you. Pay attention to the red flag of that pattern, that every time that you try to move away from this person, you continue to sort of be like reeled and pulled back in. We have the Mother card coming out, which is a card of obviously obligations, responsibilities, but here I'm reading it a little differently. There could be some element involving a mother that is impacting this connection. You could be a mother. You could be dealing with somebody's mother. If nothing else, what comes through for me is that because you have a very deep and, again, intuitive sort of a connection with source and within yourself, you also tend to be very empathic. And that means being very understanding, sometimes overly so, to the needs of others, to especially wanting to be a caretaker for others. When we think of mother energy, we think of someone who nurtures and protects and cares for. And the message here is really strong, pile 3, that you're not anybody's, mother that you would be entering into a romantic connection with, and you don't need to continue to put other people's needs over your own where you shouldn't. It's good to be empathic and understanding and compassionate, but again, when that's to your detriment, you need to see and pay attention to those red flags. We have the Pioneer here as the final card out for you. And the Pioneer is a beautiful energy. Think of what the pioneers were in historical times. They were the settlers and the people who were taking on a new adventure. They had no idea what they were experiencing and where they were headed and what they were going to encounter. But they were, strong and steadfast in their belief that there was something better on the other side or at the end of the road. And they felt encouraged and empowered by that energy of newness and of beginnings and opportunities and a better life that propelled them forward. Excuse me. So it's important for you to understand as well, pile 3, that as difficult as it may be to release and let go of this connection, that on the other side of doing so is this potential for this new love, and in fact a true love for you as well. My goodness. So pile 3, I hope that you've enjoyed this reading, that it's been of help to you and brought you some clarity, perhaps some peace. I know it was a difficult message for you today, and if you've stayed till the very end, I really appreciate it. I know that's not easy to hear. But I do hope that, again, it's been of value to you. It's been my honor to read for you today and to connect in this shared space. I would so be honored if you would choose to visit me again, connect over another video. I have a multitude of playlists with different readings based on love energy, healing, more high vibrational living, just really good stuff that I think could be of value to you, especially in light of the energies you're currently being presented with. So hopefully you will subscribe if you haven't already done so that we can connect another day. Until then, I'm sending you so much love and healing energy for you as you encounter and deal with this situation at present with your person. I'm sending you lots of empowering, encouraging, and just strength to you as well, that you can make it through. I know you can. Again, remember what's on the other side of this connection, pile 3. Releasing always brings in the energy of things that are greater and meant for you, the highest good of your soul. So until next time, Pile 3, I hope you take great care of yourself, and hope to connect again later. Bye-bye.